Wow, another revelation has been made, and you can imagine how US is even sending Nigerians message of what is going on in Nigeria that Nigerians are not even aware. Imagine what is going on in this country, how this government and administration have been making use of Nigerians without Nigerians knowing. Imagine what they just exposed, that Buhari regime used COVID-19 restrictions to violate Nigerians' rights. That is coming from the US. You know, most Nigerians really, and what the major problem is that most Nigerians do not even know their rights. And another thing, there's no law in Nigeria. That is what I would say, because even when you try to prove that you know your rights, they try to put you down and make you believe you are not even, you don't know the law, because even if you want to prove to us that you know the law, we are the law, we are above the law, and we do whatever we like. So it is so difficult for people to prove that they even know their rights, and they will take it to court and all of that. It is a very serious thing, because it's a kind of a tyrant government and oppressive government that Nigerians are actually experiencing in at this very point in time. And secondly, they said that Buhari will govern from London. Wow, what a shame. He should rest, because Garba Shehu is saying that he cannot even stand the vice president presiding over the country, that there's no need for that, that the president would do it from the UK. What an insult. Is it? What an insult. I don't get it, because the vice president is there. And when the president is not around, automatically, it is not debatable. The power is being given to the vice president to anchor or host the affairs of the nation. Still, the president will be available. Even if the president is going on leave, the vice president would take over until the president resumes. But how come this is different? Because now they are all saying that the president would govern from the UK. Why vice president does what? He sits back and watch and listens to what the president has to give. What a shame we call a country. Anyway, guys, I'll bring you more details about all of this, what the US said about how the government have been restricting Nigerians, that is violating Nigerians' law and all of that, and so many more. I'll bring you the details shortly, but please, if you have not subscribed, please ensure you do so right away, and also give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, guys, right here, let us get right into these details. It says that the United States government has slammed President Muhammadu Buhari's regime for using the COVID-19 pandemic as a disguise to trample on its citizens' rights, especially during the NSAS protest. This was stated by the U.S. Secretary of the State, Anthony Blinken, while announcing the 2020 country reports on human rights practices on Tuesday. Commenting on the 45th annual report of the U.S. Department of State, Mr. Blinken noted that Nigerians and citizens of other countries defied the COVID-19 health risks. The threat of arrest and other intimidation form demands the respect of their fundamental human rights, regardless of the repercussions. And of course, we remember that President Buhari went for a medical trip about yesterday, that is Tuesday, where he went to London to get a medical checkup. But, you know, a lot of Nigerians have been speculating that he never went for a checkup, that guy is in a terrible state. And of course, we've also gotten reports that he's in a terrible state and might not likely return, as at the time that the presidency claimed that he will come in 2 weeks' time. But the reports we have is that he is not likely to be back anytime soon. But of course, we just hope that they stand by their words this time around, even if we're not going to trust their word. But at least let us see how things are going to turn out, as he says he will be back after the Easter holidays. But anyway, let's get right here and see why he is governing from London without putting Osibanjo down, making him look useless, or making him become like a figurehead that do not have a say and cannot even govern the country when the president is not around. Yes, the presidency has told Nigerians that President Muhammadu Buhari will govern the country from wherever he is, insisting that it's unnecessary for him to transmit power to the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo. Buhari departed Nigeria for London, the United Kingdom, on Tuesday for what the presidency described as routine medical checkup. He will spend minimum of 2 weeks in the United Kingdom, and many Nigerians were concerned about him not transmitting power to Osibanjo. Yes, of course, who will not be concerned, because it is normal and it is constitutional that when the president is not available, power is transmitted to the vice president. That is why he is a vice. That is why he is an assistant to the president. And why there's always an assistant is because anything could happen to the president and the country cannot be left ungoverned. So they have someone by the side that could help him do all of that. But unfortunately, in this situation, I don't know why they did not transmit power to Osibanjo. Perhaps they feel he knows a lot of things that this time around, if they give him power, he might go about to expose some things that have been kept heavily secret in Aso Villa. Because I don't see any reason, even if the president is leaving the country for 3 days, for those 3 days, my dear, he should transmit power to the vice president. That is why he is an assistant. Even if it's for hours, he will not be available to steer the affairs of the nation. Then he should give it to someone else until he's fully returned. But unfortunately, I wonder what is going on here. I wonder what is happening. That is to tell you, not only the citizens are going through hardship in the country, even those close to the president who are not fully in support of his oppressive government are also suffering the same thing that others are suffering. What a shame we call a country. How can the president be out of a country for 2 weeks? So what happens when there are heavy situations on ground? You are telling us that he will govern from the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is not Nigeria. So you have to be here to show sympathy, to show empathy. That is why you are a president. If you're outside the country, you are outside the country. You don't know what is going on here. You can only be told. But if you are right here, you can feel, you can see, you know where it pinches. But you saying that you want to govern the country from the UK, it is not acceptable. I wonder why Osibanjo is actually accepting that. But he might not have much people to support him. But all the same, they know what is going on. And I'm very sure very, very soon, God is going to expose all of their evil and those tactics that they've been trying to manipulate and permutate in the Aso Villa. Very soon, they will all be exposed. So, my dear people, thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say, please drop it in the comment section and give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.